Oh, I thought we were on that water area.
Yeah, no.
No, so we're in this one?
I'm just going to be on TV, I don't care.
In the under 17 ladies red flag, here we go.
So I'm here with the guys Hugh and Ben from Palm Beach. Welcome to Manly today. It's not that far from home, but you guys, you know, what's it mean to be racing at Manly today for you guys?
Well, it's just one of the first big carnivals of the season, and there's so much competition, and a lot of people come from in the States, so good to see where you're at the start of the season.
Yeah, perfect. And Benny, you had a board and ski races today, first up. How'd that go for today?
Mate, had a lot of fun. Yep. Found out where I need to speed things up a bit, but all in all, great day down here. Absolutely love it.
Now the rain subsided. It's now you can see Manly Beach. How long have you been coming to this carnival for? And what have been some highlights over the years here?
Oh, I guess the highlights are this is one of the best carnivals to come to in terms of competition in Australia.
Yep.
But I've been coming to this carnival since I was under 6 nippers.
Wow.
So the junior carnival, and then sort of still here.
Yeah. And how does it change? You know, when you wake up in the morning, has it changed nerves or anything from being a nipper to now being an open competitor?
Well, I guess there's always those sort of nerves leading up to a race, but definitely a lot more chilled out now we're in the senior years.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, you guys have got to get out there and race. Good luck.
Thanks,
all the best.
Thanks, Cam.
All right, see you later. So I've got here Benny Hamo, and we've got Lockie Tame here from Evoke Surf Club. Just come in and taken a victory in the open men's double ski. You guys pretty pumped up?
Yeah, it was just the semi, but we'll be very happy with the win in the semi.
You'll take anything, right?
Oh, mate, you take anything that you get when you're battling out there.
Battling around the keys.
And guys, you're obviously from Evoca. What's special about coming down to the Manly Carnival each year?
Good to get out after Chrissy, having a couple of weeks off, eating, drinking and enjoying the good times, and good to come down and have a hit out and see how the training's been going. And
First like big carnival of the year, really. Like, it's the biggest thing other than the state of Aussie's really. States of New these days, went up to the North Coast, and it's a great atmosphere, lots of people.
And when you say you come out for a hit out, you come down and you gauge where the other athletes are at, see how they're going, or you just want to race yourself.
You want to see other people going, but really, it doesn't really matter how they're going when you know what you want to do in April.
mainly just to see how close we are to Lockwood home.
See how close you are to Lockie Tame.
That's it.
And so, Ben, you've been around for quite a few years now, and you've seen some young guys coming through. You know, Lockie's obviously come through Avoca and you know, winning some ski finals and so on. Now, you know, what's it like, you know, when he comes through as a junior and you bring him through to the senior events and these carnivals?
It just actually makes me feel old and older, Cam. Every year gets harder and harder, and he's getting further in front. But it's good because it's brought a real good vibe in the club, and everyone's sort of out there training hard and helping each other. But we're in Avoca, we're all mates. Like different clubs have different groups of like boaties, board ski pals. We're all one big group. We all surf together, all sort of hang out together, and it's like a big family sort of thing. So it's, you know, I like it.
It's the reason you go to training, to hang out with your friends for now.
Yeah, perfect. Oh well, thanks for chatting with us today, and good luck for the final. Now you've got one victory, but in the semi, and good luck for the final.
Thanks, Cam.
Thank you very much, Cam.
All right, well, we've worked our way down to the first aid competition. I'll have Janelle here with me from City of Perth. Hey. How you going?
Yeah, good thanks, mate. How are you?
Well.
That's
and
good.
how have you enjoyed coming to Manly for the competition?
I love coming to Manly for the comp. It's always a fantastic competition.
Yep.
Usually good weather.
Usually good weather. So we had a bit of rain yesterday. How'd that affect your comps?
Well, we only competed today.
Yep.
So it's been beautiful weather. Training was a bit tough doing it inside instead of outside yesterday, but it's not been too bad.
Cool. And so, can you give us a little bit of a brief? My understanding of the first aid competition is obviously, as young kids, you come through and learn to do your bronze and your CPR and so on. Does that kind of then lead into these events?
It certainly can. You know, the younger kids will start with their basic first aid skills that they learn in their SRC and their bronze.
Yep.
And then it gives them the opportunity to go forth for their senior first aid. And they just extend their first aid skills a lot more. I mean, if you have one of these kids on patrol, their skills are sometimes a lot higher than just a normal bronzy.
Sure.
They practice so much.
And so, I guess, what will they throw up at you in a competition like this?
They love throwing up some major things, especially in the open events. They like to have a bit of fun with us.
The Manly First Aid competition that we're running today in the Open and Under 19 is actually set around a first aid competition. We're hoping to confuse the competitors a little bit. So when they get onto the beach, they will see an area which is a bit of mayhem. There's a tent collapsed, a table has fallen over, an oxygen unit has fallen on and broken an official's leg. Another person has been hit on the head and will have bleeding from the head and go into shock and hyperventilation. And later on, another person will come on with glass in their foot. They don't want to be treated, they just want the glass out so they can get back to their surfing. The test there is to get permission before they treat. With the broken leg, it's a bit of a nightmare, and the gentleman concerned, the official, has also sprained his wrist. But just to add to the confusion, we've got two patients who aren't really patients. These were patients in the first aid competition are made up to look like patients, but they are not actually injured. And the whole concept was to, when the competitors enter the area, to get a bit confused. They'll see suddenly there's around 4 or 5 patients, but in fact 2 of them aren't patients, and we'll be able to assist them if they give them some direction. So it'll be interesting to see how they work the whole scene out and how they manage the individual patients. Nobody's going to die today, hopefully. It's fairly simple treatments, but it's being able to manage a situation where you've got a lot of people around and a lot of confusion caused by the tent collapse. In the first aid competition, we have officials that look after each patient and judge how well they're treated. There's a scoring system and they get marks for completing different tasks on the patient, from the approach to the patient, how they treat the patient, and then how they manage the patient afterwards. The team that gets the most points at the end of the day will win the event. So there is an official on each patient, and there is also a general radio and scene management official who will be looking at the general overall picture and how well they handle their emergency calls. It's a very testing skill, but it really does help them prepare for the real thing. We try to be realistic as we can with plenty of blood and bones sticking out and that sort of thing. So when they happen to have the real thing, they're pretty well prepared for it, and it's been shown in the past where they've had to handle first aid and they feel it's just like the competition. Makes it much easier for them.
Just giving him a big cut on his head because he's whacked him or something.
Yeah, I got Ted Phil on me. Yeah, dodgy setup.
It's pretty good. 4 patients, 12 minutes. Yeah, it was good fun. Wasn't easy though.
Whereabouts are you from?
City of Perth Surf Life Saving Club in WA.
The under 15 and under 17 competitions today will be a bit more simple than the open and under 19 competition. In the under 15s we'll have 2 patients. The patients, 2 of the girls are playing shuttlecock and one will be hit in the face accidentally and have an injury. The other one will be in a bit of shock and they'll both need treatment. In the under 17s there's another patient who will be having a lolly and they will start to choke on it, and the test there will be whether they actually try to clear the choke while the patient's coughing. They need to encourage them to cough and not hit them on the back. If they hit them on the back, they will certainly lose a lot of points for that. But again, the under 15s and 17s, it runs shorter. It'll be simpler than the open under 19, but it does do a very good job in preparing these younger members for the real thing when it happens.
I'm Kate and
I'm Rachel.
Yeah, we're from City of Perth.
In WA.
Yeah, and we just competed in first aid for under 15s.
Yeah, we got into it this year, Kate and I, so it's our first competition, which is pretty exciting.
I was a bit nervous, but
yeah, it's been really good though.
Has coughed out whatever, a lolly that was stuck in her throat, and is currently conscious. The other 2 patients are conscious as well and are feeling better. Is there any information you require?
Asthmatic? Alright. And you're not feeling at all wheezy or out of breath? Okay. And what was the last meal you ate?
So I guess it takes a lot to take this on. You know, do you have to study for this, or you teach the kids at City of Perth? How's it kind of work?
We do a lot. We work as a squad at City. We've got a squad of 20 competitors, 18 of who came over for this carnival. And we have our main coach, Rick Lovett, and then us older guys, we sort of help out a lot using our own experience. We really mentor the young kids coming through, and we just have a lot of training with scenarios, and we know our, the good old blue book. And our, what we call the green book, the first aid manual, pretty much back to front.
Right, okay. And so you guys travel a long way from City of Perth to come to Manly.
Yeah, we do.
Why do you come, all the way to the Manly Carnival?
Well, not just because we get a trip to Sydney, that's always good fun, but also in WA, the life-saving events we're trying to build up, but at the moment, our only run-through before states is Manly.
Right, okay.
We don't have any lead-up competitions before our state titles, and you've got to win states to qualify to go to nationals.
Right.
So for us, it gives a bit more of a practice run before we hit states.
And you had some good competition here?
Fantastic competition here. It's great seeing how the East Coast clubs work, and then we can bring back to the West Coast and not miss out on anything.
Oh, great. Well, thank you, Janelle, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.